What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great Sunday night, a little bit after 7:30 here. But look, we talked about the fact that it's sicko season, right? We're here. We're going to talk about anything that we see out there. If there's no news, we're going to be talking birds regardless, getting excited for this season. And every time PFF puts something out or one of these people and they want to talk some slander, we're definitely going to talk about it. So tonight, the PFF people, of course, put out a top 10 list of the running back units. So groups as a whole. And, well, I disagree with it. So we're going to talk about that tonight. Appreciate each and every one of you taking the time, whether you're watching this live, watching this later. Love to hear your thoughts. How do you have these groups ranked? I'm going to show you my top 10 here. And I do actually have a top 32, but we'll briefly look at that. This was all thrown together. Today was a long day. I hope you guys all enjoyed the beautiful weather. Rained for a little bit, but got to spend a lot of time with the family. Got to take a nice walk. Saw deer out there. It was pretty cool. Went to the sweet lookout. But hope you're all having a great weekend and appreciate you taking the time. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Yo, my man, let's go. We've got Joe in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you, my dude. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great weekend. Cole, my dude, let's effing go. We got a dub in the building. Always a dub when we're talking birds. Let's effing go. William, my man, I am doing well. Hope you and your family are doing well. Hope everyone is having a great weekend out there. But let's talk about this slander here. And you saw the list. It was obviously on the front page there. But here it is. They got the Niners, the Falcons, Browns, Titans, Colts, Packers, Raiders, Giants, Chargers, Cowboys. Okay. I disagree with a couple of these because of the fact that we're talking about the groups as a whole. Maybe they've got a great RB1, whatever's going on there, but we're talking about what do they have going on. Now, if you've got a great running back one, awesome. But we're talking about, group as a whole, because in the NFL today, you're using multiple backs and, what does each back bring to the table? And if somebody goes down, what's going to happen? So I thought to myself, what the hell? So we're going to take a gander here. And the Eagles, to me, I'm very excited. You lose Miles Sanders. The Eagles were like 5th or 6th in total rushing yards last year. So I think this year we're going to dominate in the running game. And, adding Rashad Penny, adding DeAndre Swift, Kenneth Gainwell going to get his reps. I think that this running back room is about to kick some ass here. And there was only one team that won over 3,000. That's a lot last season, and that was the Bears. The next team was like 2,700, which was the Ravens. So I think that the Eagles could definitely have over like 2,800 rushing yards here. I think this team could dominate in the run game, and you've got Jalen Hurts here as well. So do not forget that. But we're talking about running backs right now, right? We're not talking about, the entire running game here. So I think that obviously Hurts can kill you there, but this running back unit we've put together. Oh, and then you look at 4, you look at a possible 5, Boston Scott, Trey Sermon. What's Sermon going to bring to the table? A former 3rd round pick. You look at, Kennedy Brooks. Can he bring something? The kid from Oklahoma, undrafted last year. So you've got competition here. I like the room here. Let's take a gander and then let me get over to these comments. But here's the Eagles running back room. And to me, man, having Swift and Penny with Gainwell, that is a 3-headed monster. And whoever wants to be 4, maybe 5, it's going to be great. And clearly, somebody's going to say, got to stay healthy. Yes, you want everyone on your team to stay healthy. We know that Penny and Swift have had injuries. We know that having other good running backs definitely helps. So going to spell these guys and, have guys with fresh legs throughout the season, I'm excited about it. Hope these guys do stay healthy. And I think to me, talking top 10. All right. Not top 10. That's BS to me. What is going on? It is indeed sicko season. So we're all here and we're talking birds every damn day and trying to get by to the best of our ability. I'll be going on vacation in a couple of weeks here, but I'll do my best from vacation to get news out to you, post stuff on the social media accounts. Not so sure how many live videos we're going to have then, but only for a few days there. Do not fear. I will not leave you hanging dry. But the Eagles at 12. Oh, no doubt. Well, I'm going to show you my top 10 here. And as we're looking as a whole, the running back group. So let's take a gander here, and I don't just have them top 10. I've got them top 5. So as you can see here, number 1, I don't disagree with them here with, Christian McCaffrey, Elijah Mitchell. Sure, they got to stay healthy, but damn, that is a great 1-2 punch. And then Jordan Mason, Tyrion Davis Price. I think that is a great running back room. And obviously, adding McCaffrey was huge for them last year, but, they were like 7th in the league in total rushing yards. But adding him, if they stay healthy, all these guys, yes, they're going to be fantastic. But up next, a team that I don't believe even listed for me, people still sleep on Alvin Kamara. I understand that offense was beat street, but we're talking about the running back room as a whole here. Jamal Williams gets added in free agency. And to me, oh, yeah, that's a great one. I think that clearly that's a great 1-2 punch. But then you get Kendre Miller, who provides you something in the return game as well. I think is a fantastic addition for them. And then Eno Benjamin as well. So that's a great running back room. You've got all kinds of different backs that you want to use here. And I think that that's great for them. And look, Derek Carr's got some good running backs, and they're going to use them. So we'll see, how it works out. But for me, that's if we're looking at units here, not the best running back, I think that is one of the best. And then up next, this one, Tyjae Spears has not proven anything in the NFL yet, but man, adding him to a room with Derrick Henry, I like Hassan Haskins, and even Julius Chestnut can do some things. So I think as a whole, that room, I really like them. And when you've got Derrick Henry running that damn thing, it's hard not to list them in the top 5, top 3, because the dude's so effing phenomenal. And now adding Spears with him to help spell him a little, I think, oh my God, that is great for the Tennessee Titans. Then I've got the Eagles at number 4. And Swift, Gainwell, Penny, Scott, I mean, if they stay healthy, man, you've got all kinds of different backs here, pass catching backs that can give something Hurts that he hasn't had. And this run game, just in general, behind this offensive line, I think is going to dominate people. So for me, they're sleeping on the wrong damn team. And I think the Eagles could be in the top 3 by the end of the season when it comes to rushing yards as a unit. So, and that's excluding Jalen Hurts. I think that this group, it's going to be great for Hurts, not to have to be pounding the damn rock with him, So, hey, I think very highly of this room. Clearly, gotta stay healthy. I know we want to stay healthy, and so does every other team here. So I'm all about it, baby. I think this is one of the best running back rooms. And nope, didn't put the Falcons in front of them, even though Bijan Robinson, yeah, he looked great in college, but I want to see what he does in the NFL before I just crown him. Now, Tyler Algier and Cordero Patterson with Caleb Huntley there. Oh my God, that is a great running back room, and had to have him top 5 here. But it was hard for me to take a kid that, hasn't proven it in the NFL. I think he's going to do great. Do not get me wrong. But I just have, surefire things with the Eagles there. And, Cordero Patterson getting a little bit older. Algier, I think, is going to have a great career. So I think that they've got a great room. Do not get me wrong. And even doing this, I was like, damn, man, I want to mix this. I want to change this. And I was like, whatever, dude, let's just do this damn show. And I will happily do this again, and we'll break down, not just the running back units, but, every team here, because for me, this is definitely fun, but I want to see what goes on in training camp, what these teams do, who's leading the way, whatever. But now on the other side, you see here, Cleveland Browns, Nick Chubb. Oh my, still one of the best backs in the damn game. But Jerome Ford, man, I think people sleep on him. I like him. I like Demetric Felton Jr., and now they have John Kelly Jr. there too. So I think that room as a whole, just having Chubb, Ford, Felton, I like that room. And I think they could do some good things there for Deshaun Watson. I think Felton they could be using more too. So I like that. And I think that for me, it was hard not to have, Chubb like in the top 5, but we're talking the entire unit. So look, and then up next, Green Bay Packers. I think Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, one of the best 1-2 punches, but entire unit, right? So Patrick Taylor actually, he came in and did pretty well for the Packers the couple times I've seen him. So I actually like that kid. And then you've got Tyler Goodson there. So a good 1-2 punch. I think even a trio there. So a great room there for the Packers. Then the Colts. I like Jonathan Taylor, one of, for sure, the best backs in the game. But Zach Moss, I just don't think he's as good as some people think. You brought in Evan Hull this year, and then you've got Jake Funk, who brought him from free agency. Hull was, draft pick. I think that, look, or undrafted, whatever the hell he was. I think that for me, Jonathan Taylor, man, if we're talking like top running backs, yeah, I mean, the dude's going to be top 3. But maybe top 5. Who knows what's going on there? But regardless, for me, this is unit. Remember that. So, yeah, that's where I have the Colts. And then the Chargers. Look, this one was tough for me, and I wanted to really put them higher as a unit, but Kelly didn't prove anything when he was given a chance. Spiller didn't really much. I mean, I like these guys and Roundtree. I think all these guys have a lot of potential, and they could do some things. And if Eckler gets traded, they're definitely going to have to do some things. But if Eckler stays healthy, all these guys, this is one of the best ones. And this is one of the ones I felt like I should have higher because it's just like, damn, man. But again, I'll do this closer to the season. We'll talk about, I don't like to get too crazy with ranking stuff, but this one was funny to me because it was like, man, I obviously love my Eagles, but I think very highly of this run game. Now, they didn't have the Seahawks listed either. And to me, oh my, adding Zach Charbonnet with Kenneth Walker. Sure, DJ Dallas, he's, did some things when, given the opportunity. He's okay. But Kenny McIntosh as well from Georgia, I think another good pickup for them. So that running back room, I really liked and wanted to put them in the top 10. And this was really hard for me, man, because the Jets, the Dolphins, they have some really good rooms here. You'll see. Look, this is what I did. And I swear to God, I just listed them. I looked at them all quick, put who I had in front of who as fast as I could. And by the end of it, I was like, oh, I'd like to change a lot of this around. So don't take this to heart. We'll do one closer to the season, but you could see who I had close. I thought the Lions did pretty damn good bringing in David Montgomery and then getting Jahmyr Gibbs. I think their run game is going to be awesome. The Texans, that was hard for me because I love Dameon Pierce. And they've got, lots of talent. Jets, Dolphins, Patriots, even the Giants, and then the Panthers and Raiders. But we're talking about the unit as a whole. And I want to get to know some of these other guys before I make this my exact list. So don't take that to heart too much. But you saw at the end there, the Rams, the Cardinals. So, but these are my top 10. This to me is, something that is going to clearly change as we get closer to the season. I want to see what these teams do, what some of these younger guys are doing in those rooms. So if we're talking about a unit as a whole, that's how I had it. So PFF and we do not agree. And the first thing I saw was we didn't make the top 10. So I just did my list. Then I looked at theirs. I'm like, damn, we're definitely way off, right? So, Liz in the building. Appreciate you making it live tonight. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope your Sunday is going well. Drew, my man, in here also. Let's go. Hope all is well with you. Also, dude, it has been a long weekend, but it was a great day. Got to spend time with the family today. And, oh, my God, I'm Beach Street McGee. I will tell you that. But was excited to talk about this because anytime they're slandering my damn birds, I am going to have to teabag them. So is what it is. But have more doubts about Penny staying healthy, more Swift. But hopefully, hey, I'm hoping having all of those backs can help everybody stay healthy. I'm not exactly sure, but this wasn't really about like who was playing what. I'm talking about who has the best rooms. Seahawks has some potential. I think they're going to be great. And that was another thing that when I did this, I tried to do it quickly. Literally, I just put this together. You can tell my graphics are usually a lot better than that, but I did something quickly. And I was just like, damn. The one thing I really want to look at is how these teams have improved their offensive lines, what that's looking like, because you have to account for that stuff. I know we're just talking about the room. So that's what I looked at, just the running backs. But some of these teams, like the Eagles, I was definitely biased because I'm like, dude, we have the best offensive line. We're definitely going to be smoking people. So for me, the Eagles did great last year. That was with Miles Sanders. And I think that, man, this group is going to do better. I think, Kenny getting extended reps. And I think that, Penny and DeAndre, oh boy, I think this is going to be an awesome running back room. So excited about it, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Where do you have the Eagles? Who are your top 10? Who's your top 5, top 3, top 20, top 32? Whatever you want to give me. You're watching this later. You want to sit out there and listen. I seriously would love to see that stuff. So feel free to comment. I always tell you guys that. And if you miss it, you can't watch it live, I want to hear from you. And I'm happy to see some of you live here. I got a few minutes left. So you have any further thoughts on this? Let's go. But I'm pumped up. We're going to keep doing this, talking about all of the position groups for the Eagles, getting excited about this because they can sleep on Hurts. They can sleep on our receivers, running backs, our offensive line, D-line. We're ranked number 1. So they know in the trenches we are the best. At least I got that right. But I think this team, they're going to strike fear into the hearts of many, many of team. And look, you guys know my prediction. I think we're winning the Super Bowl. I think we're building a dynasty here. I think the young pieces in place, the cap space we have now in the future, locked up Hurts. I'm very positive that this team is going to be kicking some ass for the foreseeable future. So write that down. I'm telling you, man, that is my newest prediction, and I'm sticking with it. My effing man. Let's go. Appreciate you, dude. I was just rolling out here. We just went through everything. But if you rewatch this, you take in this info, you want to tell me your top list, I'd love to hear it. Where do you have the Eagles ranked? I think this unit, I think they're going to do very, very well this year. And look, that's my opinion. So I'd love to hear yours. But that's all I've got for you tonight. If you got anything from this, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Comment down below, all that stuff. It truly helps. And if you're doing that stuff, I cannot thank you enough. Possible to start Nolan in the weak side linebacker across from Reddick? No, that'll be Josh Sweat's spot, at the other edge rusher. But, it doesn't mean that Nolan Smith won't be seeing lots of reps, because just like every rotation we've had the last couple of years, that's how we're going to run this defense. You're going to have Nolan Smith backing up Reddick. But as I've said, he'll be on opposite sides of him. You'll have Sweat and Smith on the same, line at the same time. I think that you'll see so many variations. And guys, go check out that defensive video. I'll post it down below in the comments. But I broke down all the different schemes you'll see and all the different variations. I mean, you're going to see all kinds of great stuff. And I think that it's not a knock on Nolan Smith that, and I was actually making a show, and I've got a poll ready as well. But it's going to be about the rookies. And look, Jalen Carter, I'm sure is more likely to be the starter, but they're both going to get reps. And you saw guys like Brandon Graham, who only played 47% of the snaps last season as an edge rusher, a rotational piece. The same thing that, Nolan Smith will be with Brandon Graham this year, and Derek Barnett. Those are the death pieces to Smith or Reddick and Sweat. So so Smith, he could see double-digit sacks because Brandon Graham did it. I do not see why he couldn't. He's going to play a lot. That is not me saying him not starting. It's because you've got two really effing awesome edge rushers in Sweat and Reddick. So we're in a great predicament here. I've seen a lot of stuff about, Yannick, and that's another show I'm going to do next week. I've got a lot of stuff planned out, but edge rusher to me is the one position we do not need any help in. And even, after 5, if you consider Derek Barnett edge rusher 5, after Sweat, Reddick, Smith, and BG, then you've got DB at 5, and then you've got Janarius Robinson, Teron Jackson, Kyron Johnson, Patrick Johnson, all these guys vying for those edge rusher positions. So if you have a versatile game, someone like Kyron Johnson trying a little bit of stacked off-ball linebacker, that's going to help you make this roster. You got to have versatility, be able to drop into coverage, be able to rush the quarterback, be able to do all kinds of different things as an edge rusher on this team. So you're going to be playing outside linebacker, defensive end in different situations. You're going to be moving around. You got to have that versatility. That is the name of the game. Going to be a lot alike this defense we've ran the last couple of years, but a lot different too. A lot of great changes, a lot of things I think people are going to like and enjoy this defense. So I think we're going to dominate here, man. But you're going to run that damn ball right down their throat, and having a great defense that allows you to do that, right? So we pound on them like we've been doing, score 1,000,000 points in the second quarter, just destroying records. Then in the second half, you just run it down their throats. A great defense. You shut down the run. That's something that's key here. You know what I mean? I think that, hey, I appreciate that, my dude. And, when you talk about this defense, think about Jalen Carter. One thing I mentioned was he is quite the upgrade over Javon Hargrave because he's going to help us in the run game. That's something in that 4 technique that I thought Javon Hargrave struggled. I think he's going to come out here, really help this D. He can rush the quarterback. He can do it all. So let's effing go Birds. But I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. Cole, thank you, my man. Tyree, Drew, Liz, Travis, everybody who tuned in tonight. I hope you're having yourself a great night. Allison and everybody else who was in here. Cannot remember the beginning of the show because I'm losing my mind. But Wheels, William, Dub, Philly, my man Joe. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you're having a great weekend. I will be back tomorrow. But until then, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now, Eagles family. Go Birds!